Are we Dota now? So if anyone's watching this, I'm very sorry that your life has brought you to this point. It's really quite sad, really. Really. Mostly just doing this to test, to see if I can stream Dota now. And to see if I'm a fucking golden god of casting.
Radiant team ban.
I'm just a regular guy, just like you. I decided I'd buy a Dota ticket. Oh fuck, are there actually viewers here? No, thank God. Viewers show up, just talk in the chat. So basically, here's the strat, homies. We're here late in the draft. I don't know who most of these players are. I obviously know Bulba, I know Czar, KZZ, Chicken MC was in the last game. I didn't get to see most of the games today because they said, hey, we're going to broadcast it midnight. But they didn't, because they're liars.
10 seconds remaining.
Personally, I like to use player perspective a
5
lot
seconds remaining.
because it tells me how to be pro. And Bulba is such a
Reserve time.
fucking pro. Wish this guy would pick Clockwork. I would learn so many of the things.
Ten seconds remaining.
So because there's a Storm Spirit, because Art picked a Storm Spirit, that
5
probably
seconds
means
remaining.
that he's going to put Razor in a tri-lane. Personally, I think
30
that's a
minutes.
really, really dumb thing to do with a Razor.
Radiant
Because the
team
dynamic of a
pick.
tri-lane prevents Razor from keeping up static link for a long period of time,
Yeah.
which is what he relies on to win the game. Because Razor's not that good of a carry in and of himself. He really only gets good if he gets to shit on someone else. Like if you can put him against...
Dire
I don't
team
know if
pick.
it stays through phase shift. So I don't know if you could put him against Puck. It wouldn't be good against Anti-Mage because he can definitely blink out of it. And he's not that good against Weaver because Weaver can Sakuchi out of it. So even though it reveals invisible units, so you could see where Weaver is, he can just break the static link too easily. So Razor's really a mediocre pick here. It doesn't look like they're combining it with any kind of Aghanims-based push strat, so it really reduces the effectiveness. The Storm Spirit will go well with the Bounty Hunter.
10
Bounty Hunter sets up
seconds
ganks really
remaining.
well, and sometimes Storm Spirit just needs a little bit of extra
5
to
seconds
kill off that
remaining.
hero. Especially like Visage, who with Gravekeeper's Cloak tanks up pretty freaking hard. So Bounty Hunter, comboed with the Storm Spirit, can kill almost anything. Oh god, I have that bug sometimes too. Man, I had that a couple days ago. It was the fucking worst. I didn't realize how much I relied on it until I saw that I didn't have it. Now, if you excuse me, this is going to sound really, really bad for just a little while. I'm going to watch my own stream. Really bad for just a little while. It's going to double echo and watch my own stream. Really bad for just a little while. Oh, that looks like double shit. Echo and watch my own stream. Bad yep, that could be worse. Oh, that looks like shit. Sorry about that, guys. I don't think there's anybody watching, but theoretically there are guys. So, on top of the Razor pickup, which I see is really, really questionable, there's this Abaddon pickup. And so far I've never seen a pro-level game, because these guys are pros, where Abaddon was used to his full efficacy. Let me take... Yeah, I'm just going to take off the webcam for now to give you the regular Dota experience. I'm going to use that Bastion announcer. Oh, for those of you who don't know who I am, I don't know how many of you there are that don't know about the famous me. I helped 7575, and I'm just a guy who plays Dota. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Apparently Bulba just doesn't give a fuck about anything. What's good here? That doesn't sound like me. We'll do that.
Thirty seconds to go.
So, it looks like the Dire team is grouping up, maybe to ward. Are they going to ward? No. And looks like they're also planning on having Weaver in the offlane, because Visage picked up sentries early. Puck's going for like a kind of bottle rush, picked up the mantle. That's a cheap little extra bit of mana.
And here we
Little
go.
little bit of damage. He might think he's going up against Razor and it's like a safe lane Storm Spirit, but when you look at this, I mean that is a full-on
Got a
one,
feeling this is gonna be good.
like not like a TC one. That is a full-on Loda one Razor, which is dumb because the hero doesn't carry that hard. Oh, give me a sec. And I love Razor. He's one of my favorite heroes. I absolutely jizzed in my pants a number of times, I might add, when TC started picking him up as a counter to Outworld Destroyer, which I think is really his only valid competitive use right now, as a counter to OD, because Unstable Current really, it makes the Link super effective because it slows Outworld Devourer, Destroyer, what are we now? Outworld Destroyer, Outworld Devourer, OD. It really slows OD after he casts Astral Imprisonment, and it allows the Link to stay on for just a super fucking long time. And until OD gets, you know, level 10 or so, when he gets his orb up, he really doesn't have a way to last hit without that damage that Razor can steal. So as long as I'm still talking about the questionable picks of this team, and why would you are you safe lane soloing a bounty hunter? I mean, I guess they're really hoping that this guy's going to fucking carry for them, or they were thinking, I don't know what they were thinking, but if theoretically, like I don't think that this tri-lane can shut down. I don't think this Radiant tri-lane can shut down this Dire tri-lane. They might get some kills. They don't have that much. I mean, their lockdown is literally just Nightmare. That's one of Abaddon's weak points. He's a really tanky. I mean, this is a strength hero. Are you fucking me? Okay, admittedly, I wasn't looking at the map. That's my bad, guys. I'll be more aware of that in the future. I wonder how that fucking happened. Has 2-inch shuriken. I don't know. They're going at it. See, like, why? Why are you doing this? There's really no point. How much? Anti-Mage lost 7 damage from that Link. Admittedly, it doesn't cost Razor anything because it costs 20. It has a 25-second cooldown. And he has 0.9 mana per second regen, so it's literally 100% free to cast. The only thing you lose by casting it is opportunity cost. So technically, I guess you can keep casting it. You can make a Bulb of Blink for 60 mana, and there's an advantage from there. And so you should cast that off cooldown if you have it. Those of course about to fuck somebody up. And Arteezy goes down to the 3-man gank with illusions. Let's see. Looks like Rubik just lifted. Visage probably, yeah, Visage just dropped a Grave Chill, and you can do that. I mean, the hero is super duper easy to kill before he gets Ball Lightning. He's only level 4. It's only 3 minutes into the game. Hero just doesn't do damage. He's really just focusing on getting some levels and experience right now. And I don't know. Item-wise, he has a lot of choices. The Null Talisman's a pretty common opener, followed by a bottle.
The Dire might want.
God, I remember when you couldn't bottle Crow, or just when it wasn't done. Those were good days. Those were good days. Oh, fuck me.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
Yep. The thing about a Visage tri-lane is a lot like when Magnus first came out. He completely changed the way the game was played. And it still has lasting repercussions. Enigma hardly ever gets picked. He really makes a lot of team fight heroes look like shit because of how brokenly good Reverse Polarity is. And then Skewer is also great, and he can farm super duper easy with Empower and... Oh, we're mixing it up. Oh! You ain't got no mana. Oh, now if that had been, you know, half a second later, he'd have been up to 50 mana. He could have walked. Instead, Sar... I'm gonna say Sar. Sar gets the kill. Were they fighting for a rune?
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Nope. They were just fighting. Just fucking around. Arteezy's waiting for his bottle to come back to him. No, he's got it there. So far, farm-wise, Radiant has a small advantage. I mean, yeah, I really can't explain that. I mean, that really doesn't make any sense to me. Weaver is doing fairly well against the Bounty Hunter, but
Trouble brewing at Radiant's
that's the
bottom
only
tower.
lane that they're, I guess, kind of winning. They gave first. It's gonna happen, guys. I've never cast a game before in my life. I just have to go by my intuition when I play because I'm not that good. I'm like, this is the point in a game where I would normally die. I should probably be back. I don't like look at the map and notice that everyone's gone. Oh, track gold. But you died. So it's like they say, oh, and it's not even an even trade. That's great. So the idea is that when you trade even, but you get the track gold. Track is bound for the people who are new and have for some reason decided to join my stream. I don't know why. Whatever your thing is, when you get the track gold, track is an ability that gives true sight. So anti-mage has this little debuff on him, and that means that the entire enemy team can see him. That's why he's such a great setup ganker is what I'm going to call that. So theoretically, if he's farming, or let's say,
The Dyer's
what's it gonna say?
courier took a trip to the old family.
Oh, that's why they picked up Bounty Hunter. They picked up Bounty Hunter to cover Weaver. Because even though the static link isn't that good at catching up to Weaver,
Dyer's top
denoting
tower's
where
getting
he is,
beat
it
down.
works really well if you can use track on Weaver. So when you fight and you trade evenly, kill for
Dyer's
kill,
top towers, you
but
know the
in this
drill.
case the Radiant team has track. They get track gold, bonus gold from killing heroes that have the track debuff on them. They get extra gold. So the fights come out in their favor. And it was, I mean, really, two supports. Who died there? Was it Razor? Yeah, that was Razor dying again. There's Storm going down. To fucking huge gank in the middle.
Double kill.
Just bring the whole team, sure. Sure, multi-kill. I want drops. See if you can get a third guy to TP in. Now, for some reason, they decided to rotate the Abaddon down
Radiant's
bot. I guess
gone
it's
and fortified
because
their structures.
they want
Radiant's
to
mid
give the
tower's
Bounty
coming
Hunter a
apart.
chance to gank now that he's got level 6 and track. I mean, that's what they just tried to do mid, and it didn't work all that well. He did pick up a bottle, which is a build that I like, especially if you're going to be going out and dying often, which means you get to refill your bottle for free! And that is how I play Bounty Hunter. I like to die very often. So I guess they put the Abaddon down bot because they want to give him the opportunity to farm some. I'm not going to say that the hero is better as a carry than as a support, because I don't think he's that good at either, personally. He's just very, very tanky and has some supportish spells. His passive is actually a bitch. Oh.
Can't do nothing about Dyer's
Stop clicking
structures
around.
right now.
Piece of shit. So what's the rule? Not just as simple slow like that, is it?
Dyer's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Increase. Huh. Okay.
Dyer's mid tower could use
I did
a
not know
little
that's
help.
exactly how that buff worked. I thought it just gave him attack speed, but the idea is that if he attacks someone, then it applies a debuff on them that slows them and makes anyone who attacks him attack faster. So I really don't know why anyone plays this hero as a carry. But then again, this is North America, and some people do shit like that.
Dyer's mid
So
tower's
we've got a
having
2-on-3 up
technical
top. Yep, I was about to say, shit's about to go down. Oh, but it's a 4 now. Look at this big link. Huge links. So there's a kind of nice synergy there that I missed, in that the Bane can Nightmare an individual, and the Razor can static link. Sorry about that, guys.
lasts much longer.
And theoretically, if you were like against one hero, like say a solo Weaver, so if they'd rotated this tri-lane to be a safe lane tri-lane, which would have let the enemy free farm essentially, which would be shit for them later. Oh, run, bitch! Run! Run, run, run! Wizard gets a kill. There's the link. Here's the blink. Didn't even have to blink. He just walked his ass out. So he popped his ultimate. I think this is a really, it's a really great skill. It doesn't have any crowd control, but has really great damage. So if you can tank up a little bit, especially if you can get an Aghanim Scepter, and you can just sit in a fight and kill things, it's just fucking great. And one of the things about his ultimate that you really don't see anywhere else is that his ultimate picks its targets based on which of them. Wow, they're just rotating top. The Dire team can do this because it just gets them further ahead. Like, the worst case scenario is they let Abaddon and Storm Spirit farm a little bit. And what's Storm Spirit got now?
Dire's mid towers have
Wow, he has a ton of last hits, but he still doesn't have items because they ganked him twice, three times. He still doesn't have any kills. He comes online later than the Bounty Hunter. Oh, here we go now. Oh, that was so sad. Okay, there it is.
Radiant's top towers in bad shape.
I guess the Shikuchi was just off cooldown. The Weaver really doesn't have a lot either. It'll be good for him when he gets. I guess this has got to be a Lincoln Sphere. But I look at the same item on Anti-Mage, and I know it's a Battle Fury because I'm good at the game. Oh, Bounty Hunter. Great lift there, just saved his life. Probably gonna get a kill for it. Yep, drop the sentry. Nope, that's just really a war. Abaddon's still farming. I guess, is he the mechanism carrier for this team? Yeah, he's the mech carrier. So he's either saving up and he's gonna buy some treads or arcane boots, phase boots. Wow. So is this a 3 carry Abaddon? What the fuck is this team doing? This really, I don't look at the way they're assigning farm priority and movement priority as something that's going to be profitable for them later on. They're just not going to have farm on heroes that they need it. Especially when you consider that they're up against an anti-mage who isn't free farming and really doesn't have great farm even. But as soon as he gets a Battle Fury, he will have great farm. Oh, Razor trying not to die to creeps. He probably should have popped ulti at the beginning of this fight because the cooldown is so low that it's, you know, it's gonna recharge. Oh, never mind. His ultimate scales in its cooldown. Once you get it down to a 60-second cooldown, I mean that's essentially what like a Beastmaster roar. You can use that once per fight, at the beginning of every fight. The downtime on his ultimate is very, very low. So while the cooldown is 60 seconds, it lasts for, I believe, 30? It lasts for 30 seconds. So it has a 30-second downtime at level 3 once you get to level 16. So there's really no reason not to just pop it for anything. Once you get an Aghanim Scepter, you can push towers with it, super duper heavy. So Storm Spirit has doubled the CS of everyone else. He's died twice. Are we at 3 times now? He got that 1 kill on Weaver. That was really good for him. That probably gets him closer to his next item. Yeah, and he is going to go in Orchid Malevolence, which is a great item against Weaver, and that's something that you really want to get up before he gets a Lincoln Sphere, because once Weaver has the Lincoln Sphere, he gets really, really hard for most people to gank. Especially considering that this team has no real AoE abilities. Oh, we gripping. I'm sorry if you wanted me to commentate that, but I'm just watching. I'm just an aide. Bounty Hunter's gonna try and get Rubik. Yep. I didn't see if that was tracked. Probably not. Are they gonna get this anti-mage? No way in hell yeah! That was sweet! Go for it, man! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh! Okay, keep chasing. Now he's gonna get a speed increase by getting close. Yep, he's in now. That's a kill. Oh my gosh, this is a triple. Oh! 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 That was an amazing dodge. Oh, took a little bit too long, so no drops. What a cunt. So that was exactly what the Radiant team needed to get. I'm not going to say that they're in this game now.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Bounty Hunter's getting fat, but Anti-Mage has kills as well. What did his items look like? So he's just getting drums. mean, it's 15 minutes in. Normally, one person on a team will have like one big item at this point. Weaver doesn't have one. Anti-Mage is like halfway there with no money in the bank. Puck is poorer than Storm Spirit. So really,
Dire's mid tower's having technical
the
difficulties.
Radiant team are out farming. Let's bring up some charts. Charts, everyone!
Guess what's happening
Golden
with
XP.
Dire's
High
bottom
jumps.
tower?
Difference to Golden, yeah. Gold is in favor of the Radiant. I'm sure a lot of that's due to the Storm Spirit, but another good bit of it's due to the track gold that they get from Bounty Hunter. Now he has 6 kills and 4 assists, and
Dire
there's
just couldn't
probably,
save that bottom tower.
I don't know, 5, 6, 7 track kills in there.
The Dire best do something about that bottom
And that-
tower. Radiant's mid tower's
Stuff will
getting
get you in the
banged up.
game. So this Radiant team is ahead right now.
Zap.
To some degree, they should be ahead right now. I'm not going to say they have the better supports. I honestly much prefer the supports of the Dire team. Rubik is just so consistent, and he's versatile as well. He has a good stun. I think people underestimate how good NEL field is. That's 20%
Dire
reduction
might wanna mine
magic
the top
damage.
tower.
Anti-Mage has another 50 of his own. You all knew he was going to die. You didn't need to see that.
Dire's top tower's getting beat
I'm
down.
not exactly sure how those stack. If I had to guess, I'd say that Anti-Mage is...
Dire's top tower's gone.
I think Anti-Mage will block for himself first. So... will that be... oh, that's fucking bad for Razor. So I think he'll get the natural 25% hero magic damage reduction. And then it'll take away 50% of that. I'm surprised the track landed and he didn't phase shift out of it. And then Anti-Mage will probably get 20% from the Rubik. So it's diminishing returns in the way that it stacks. This is still not bad. It's great for the rest of his team. Gravekeeper's Cloak gives you magic resistance innately. I don't remember how much though. There's that. Okay, so 4 layers. 3% magic resist. As he levels that up, it will become a good skill. Oh wow. That was fucking fast. Peasy just balled the fuck in. And he can ball out now. I mean, he's just sticking around to provide a little bit of deterrent for the rest of the enemy team to come in. For some reason, yeah, Sar just needed to back the fuck up there. His team wasn't behind him. Oh! That was a mistake, Chicken MC! You gonna get fucked! And he did. Now, Anti-Mage should have probably popped the ultimate. Mana Break? Mana Void? Yeah, Mana Void. At the very beginning of that Fiend's Grip. It wouldn't have done as much damage to Bane. That being said, I think Bane... Fiend's Grip drains mana. I don't know if it drains mana at the end of the duration or while. It was probably better for Anti-Mage to just use the mana... yeah, let's do as your channel. If Anti-Mage had popped Mana Void on Bane at the beginning of that Fiend's Grip, holy shit. Cannot believe this is coming down to this. That's way too early of a judgment in my
Dire
opinion.
best do something about
Like,
that bottom
they're ahead.
tower. That's a win.
Wow! But a lot of that gold is tower gold. How bad was it at the end? Oh, never mind. 10k. Experience is similar. I cannot believe that happened. I mean, they just used the bounty hunter really fucking well. No other explanation for it. I mean, he's one of the highest leveled heroes in the game. Huh. The bad never died. That's nice. I looked up the pronunciation for that word, by the way. So for those of you who say Abaddon, that's okay. That's okay that you think that's okay. Well, fuck. What if I got any items? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, look! No item. This doesn't surprise me a bit. Let's see if anyone went to watch the stream.